Catalyst was no longer a sleeping experiment. It had awakened. Orbiting above the central diplomatic station of Virax Solis, the hybrid entity floated in a containment orb, radiating waves of empathic energy. Riots broke out across colonies, peace talks collapsed into panic, old hatreds reignited, and deep within the heart of the Catalyst's mind, two psychic signatures stood defiant: Daryn and Sira. Their physical bodies were still imprisoned, tubes, monitors, and psionic tethers binding them inside the Renkai ship. But their consciousness had been drawn in, fused to the Catalyst during its final awakening. The Renkai had linked them to fuel the entity's emotional spectrum, but love is a force they hadn't accounted for. "This place," Daryn said, looking around the surreal dreamscape of fractured memories. His childhood on Mars, the war zones of Erithos 9, the ruins where he first met Sira, all twisting together. "It's us," Sira whispered, reaching for his hand. "Our connection, it's the source of the Catalyst's power." Suddenly, a voice echoed, not spoken but felt, the Catalyst itself. "Your union is the equation. You are harmony and conflict, the emotion the Renkai could never replicate. You are my fuel." Daryn gritted his teeth. "Then we're pulling the plug." To destroy the Catalyst, they had only one option: break the emotional cycle at its core. The psychic matrix required their bond to remain intact. It was the bridge across which the Catalyst could channel empathy, rage, hope, and fear. If Daryn and Sira severed that connection, truly severed it, the Catalyst would collapse, unable to sustain itself. But doing so wouldn't just hurt. It would erase every trace of their bond. Memories, feelings, even the imprint of their time together. The love that had transcended species, war, and betrayal would vanish. The world would be saved, but they would lose each other. "There has to be another way," Sira said, trembling for the first time since Daryn had known her. "There isn't," he said, voice cracking. "If I forget you, Sira, I don't want to be what's left." She stepped forward, touching his forehead. "Then don't forget. Just give it away. Let the galaxy feel what we felt." They kissed, one last time, not in a body, but in a memory, a burst of golden light erupting through the psychic storm. And then they let go. Across the galaxy, the Catalyst imploded in a radiant pulse, not of destruction, but of overwhelming peace. For one brief moment, every sentient mind felt what Daryn and Sira had shared: connection, love, the dream of something better. The Renkai screamed in rage as their plan unraveled. Their ships shut down, their networks collapsed. Empathy had become a weapon, and it was turned against them. Daryn awoke in a medical ward on a rebel ship. He didn't remember the Catalyst or Sira, but something stirred in him, a hole where something beautiful had once lived, a sadness he couldn't explain. Across the stars on a Varelian sanctuary moon, Sira stood alone, watching the sunrise. She felt the same emptiness, a phantom ache. And yet, when they looked up at the stars that night, thousands of light years apart, they both whispered the same word: home. Epilogue Legacy. The Erethian Accord solidified in the wake of the Renkai's collapse. Former enemies became collaborators. The war became a lesson. No one knew who had stopped the Catalyst. No statues were built, no stories written. But across cultures, a strange new phrase entered the lexicon: stars between us. A saying for a love that defied boundaries. A reminder that even in the darkest war, something bright could be born.